So this is just a follow-up video to show you with if you are doing the static shot with the settings for 1920 by 1080. This is a type of render time you're looking at for just a static shot. So that'll set you back about 12 seconds or 15 seconds. Without recording, it would be 10 seconds or 12 seconds. So, if you want to do 4K for a static shot, let's just see what happens with the light samples at 1 and see if we can get away for a static shot. So 4K, we are looking at about 50 seconds for that. Um, and so, yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Um, Maybe I need to up the samples slightly more. So let's go for um, maybe 10 samples. Let's go for 10 and let's go for 3 over there, and let's put this ray back to 6, and let's do another one. So basically, you could have set up the scene countably inside of 10 minutes or so if you know what you're doing, or 15 minutes, and you could have rendered out a whole bunch of close-up shots, static shots, um, and you could have even added more cars behind the 458, or on the side of it, on the other side of the road. You could have had a whole bunch of more meshes inside this scene setup, and you could have animated them and rendered out a video, a rendered sequence, all inside of half a day, if you know what you're doing, or even one day. Um, so, yeah. So I think that looks pretty convincing. You can see that on the top of the windshield there's some jagged edges, and at the bottom of the lip here of the car there is some slight jagged edges. So then that is up to you. You can basically increase the anti-aliasing one more step if you wanted to, um, or you could switch the algorithm to Mitchell Soft, and let's see what that does. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to clone this car, and we are going to swap out the mesh for another car, a duplicate car. And so we're going to add another car into the scene. Excuse me. And let's take another look. So the Mitchell soft anti-aliasing gives the car a slightly more grainy look, and you can see that it now is matching the pixelized photo. Because if you look at the photo, it's out of focus, and there is a lot of grain in the photo and pixelation. And so now if you look at the car, we are getting the same, a similar amount of grain, even with the Odin pass. It's still finishing off like that, okay? But it is also slightly blurred and slightly matching the blurriness of the photo, okay? So that's what the Mitchell soft reconstruction filter does. And so let's go back to classic. And so let us just save the scene right here, right? So I'm going to save this out as final R1. And then let's go and save it out another one as R2. And let's clone the car. So we are going to clone this car, right? And we are going to basically move it to the back. So if you go in perspective mode, oops, so let's just delete that. So we are going to go clone hierarchy. So because we want the wheels and everything and the ground to be parented with the new clone. And so now we have a whole another clone of this. Mm, and now we have two cars. And so what we're going to do now is basically get another car. So we are going to get another car, and so what we're going to do is in modeler we're just going to copy this layer or this object. We are just going to copy this, and let's make a new object, Let's paste it here. And then we are going to open another car. And let's use the I think the Porsche Carrera GT or something. Let's just use that. Let's grab that one. So we're just going to copy this, go back to our unnamed one, and just delete this car out of here. Paste the Porsche into it, and we are going to save this out as a just gonna say CGT. I'm gonna say backplate BK for backplate and enter. And then we are going to come back to layout, right? And then we're just going to click on our second clone, and we are going to replace that object with web cars. Let's find our Porsche Carrera GT, and where is it? Down here. And we are going to take that one and open, and everything should line up in place, just like that. And we are then going to delete that and delete that. Don't need anymore. Since the Porsche is not going to be going anywhere, it's just going to be parked off. But if you want to see it up close in front of the Ferrari, let us just move it in the front and you can take a look at it. So that's what it looks like. So that's what the Porsche looks like. And so I'm just going to move it back to where it was. And let's just move that back in there. You could even move it next to the Ferrari and slightly in the front, like that. Let's come back here. So if you look at the Porsche, we're not using blurred reflections. It's just a standard surface on the Porsche paintwork. And so compared to the matte black on the 458, you can see the difference in one surface is more reflective and the other surface is a lot more blurred off. But even without using any type of ambient occlusion shaders on the surfaces to emulate depth on the car body surface, we are still able to get away with a convincing image. Okay, I mean, to the normal person, to the average person, this actually looks is it's way more than enough. Only to someone who understands rendering engines and how Monte Carlo works and so on would be able to notice the finer things inside this image. However, even if you look at the Unreal Engine 4 and even the Unreal Engine 5, the shaders on the Unreal Engine are extremely cut down and reduced to the lowest computational um, sort of algorithms on the GPU. So even with this type of quality, you can still be able to compete with the quality of the Unreal Engine, and some cases even better. Okay, if you know what you're doing. So yeah, that's that. So I hope you enjoyed this video update. And so you could basically fill this whole street with cars if you wanted to, and you could even basically animate a car driving from the very bottom of the street, driving up this alleyway all the way through and stopping here, idling here, and then even driving up through out of the screen. So just goes to show you the possibilities and what you can do with Lightwave. And yeah, so I will catch you guys on the next video.